Всем привет! И сегодня мы начнем, пожалуй, проходить задания Архонтов, Дворец небожителей. А не надо. Почему? Потому что, ну, во-первых, это задание Архонтов. Мы будем еще открывать ивент. Так что приступим. Конечно, графику я не понизил. Надеюсь, все-таки лагать снова не будет. Ну, надеюсь, драк не будет тут. Серьезных драк прям.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact,
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a... Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Я не знаю. Что это такое?
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other two.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these three items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition, the first three people who you may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes...
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day.
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get...
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Then we'll never be short of Mora...
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself to you.
Ningguang's super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over there.
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on.
No, I don't need it.
Шенхэ
Don't be like that. Hey, come on! Why don't you stand there after her?
Oh, right, yeah.
И куда это вы идете? Жопа. Что, за ними, что ли? Ветер дует.
Hear that? They said they had some useful information. Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out. They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am?
Понятно.
Nowhere left to run.
Разбойники, блин.
Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that...
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over.
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shinyue Kiosk, then Wanmin Restaurant. Same story each time. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not...
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please.
Кого?
Shenhe,
Шенхэ.
Shen, huh?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is, well, Paimon.
I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws? No,
Понятно.
apparently not.
Really? So
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big... After all, you can't work on an empty... Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Ginseng, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating them!
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains! That proves it! Paimon knew she was an adeptus!
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow! You really don't have to, but having an adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified at. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Отличный план.
Vito! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
О, этот.
Baiju, what are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing up?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any...
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here, though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called sun...
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's, as far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild...
Okay, then. Let's go ask at the Feiyun
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need...
Просто прыгнуть. Я так понял, пробежать лучше можно было. А, ну да. Лучше пробежать было лучше. Давай, грузи. Ну да, лучше было бы пробежать просто. Ну ладно.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely... Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of...
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilion?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contact.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite. But only what... We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction. And a lot of interested parties have already come to us. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of...
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated.
But without any Sunset Vermilion...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you've ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Oh, Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away. Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some Sunset Vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now—
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and... Wouldn't it be a little, you know, disrespectful with him?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something— Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read— Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
Ты что подавнял?
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus...
Okay, we will be.
Это что, будет как с чайником с этой, что ли? О, да. Я надеюсь, это не будет как трудно. Потому что мне лень как-то уж там. А, и
Real
дождь.
men don't carry umbrellas. Oh boy, wow, it's really starting to pick up. Quick, come on, get yours out. Go.
Это портал.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
А что с в конвульсиях, прием, спасите, помогите. Что, мне что ли? Вот.
Sealy got to here and then disappear. Should we go?
Ну, здесь Криво не так уж прям нужен был. Потому что если он будет для чего-то, это хреново. Придется тогда менять.
What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end
Ну
up
чё,
here?
обитель же. Ты походи.
So many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the...
I believe this is the abode of that
Ну
Adeptus.
да, обитель.
With any luck, the sunset vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Isn't that the sea? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds.
Нифига на внизу.
And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial
Logicznie.
partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adept.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are.
Монстры, ладно, ну а механизмы что у нас? О, Yep. И чё? Ну, оружие-то понятно. Понятно. Не идти типа лучше. Ничего нет. Что делать-то? А, что? Блин. Даже по ним ходить можно, да? По ним ходить. Окей. Ходить можно. Так, чё? Куда пошел?
No time to lose. Bring it on.
Так. Так, здесь задерживаем информацию. Шерифы, активность.
Okay.
Текстуры, мои текстуры. Да текстуры. Спустись вниз. А, ну, не умри. Черт. Просто что ли? Понял.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of them?
А, типа защитить надо. Не убить его. Идет. Помогите. О,
Do your master's bidding. Take your true form. The core of the mechanism is exposed.
Идет.
Now's our chance.
Видите? Понял. И все что? Опа.
How? I had only.
Охрененно.
Yeah.
Is everyone okay?
Да, окей.
The Celia's disappeared beneath the clouds again.
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Who's next?
Cryo incarnate! Unleash! My will embodied!
Ты не ходишь.
Transfiguration! Transfiguration!
Fire hazard.
Снова падать, да? Нет.
We're gonna fall. This time
Да блин. Почему я не могу? Ну ладно.
so high.
А, вода.
Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently.
Ну хоть вода, блин.
Hey! That Celia's on the move again. Let's catch up with it.
Сундуков нет, сундуков нет.
Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Прикольно. О, Дига тоже. Чё, загадка, что ли? Какой-то не подается. А там чё? Тут у нас сундучок. Что началось? Да блин, снова, ну не издевайтесь. То на этот раз...
Do your master's bidding! Transfiguration! Transfiguration!
То.
Transfiguration!
Тебе уж не хватает.
Attaboy!
My will embodied! Cryo incarnate!
Кого? А ну не пинайся.
No time to look. Shouldn't let your guard down.
Transfiguration!
Retribution!
Вот блин. А. Что с тобой нормально, братан? Не надо. Не надо. Иди сюда.
Transfiguration! My will embodied!
Она что, доможет, блин? А, ну да, домой.
Bring it on.
Кому я не дам.
No time to lose.
О,
Look, over there! Could that be the sunset vermilionite?
пожалуйста. Ну. Пожалуйста. Здесь. Все что ли?
Can't catch me.
Погнали.
Is this it? Is this the sun? It's so huge! That's true, but then again, why is...
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature. Breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm
Wow, Shenhe. You seem to know everything about...
only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling stories. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
Hold on a sec. Paimon just... If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This...
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure? Be careful.
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a plostrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this... You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense!
Is it now? Well, I'll go on ahead with the plostrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is
Serious?
Shenhua able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Huh. Adepti super strength much? We can't slow
Ну
down
тут
yet.
ничего не
Let's
надо.
go meet her at the
Ничего
building
нет,
site.
да. Ну все. А вот эти куски она не взяла. Ну, бывает. Куда дальше нам? А, ну да, за куда нам дальше загрузка, вот куда. Ой, загрузка. Еще лучше. Прогрузка все. Я, наверное, посилюсь через статую, так что... Так, я посилился. Можно дальше идти. Не, прогрузка текстур. Мне пофиг. Так, подожди, так кто там? Кто еще не квестит? Что-то знакомое, да? Еще такой Uber.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take...
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhua! And Ningguang's little helper!
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the... But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In truth, it is the finest piece of plostrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need... Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
Shenhua! Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises!
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange.
Она не знала, что такое радость.
Whenever Paimon gets praised,
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal.
But I am not...
Shanna?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right?
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. All right? Serious.
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
Нифига. Нифига себе каска. Не каска. Тут что ли? Привет. Так. Наверное, это долго будет занимать, так что я, наверное, буду делить видео. Так что, до скорых встреч.